Well, hello. My name is Carl Arnold of Arnold Law and Mediation in Northfield, Minnesota. I'm here with John Carney of Carney Forensics. Hi, John.
Hey there, Carl. How are you?
Why don't you tell us a little bit about your background to start out?
Well, Carl, my entire career has been focused on technology. I've worked with software development, managing teams of software engineers to develop really world-class products. I've also done a lot of IT consulting and worked more recently with digital forensics.
Now, you went to law school, though, right?
I did indeed. Later in my career, I sort of diversified or branched out, went to law school, discovered that technology remained my first love, but law was also very compelling, and it helped me to think about using both law and technology together to solve problems that lawyers and others have.
Now, your company is called Carney Forensics. What is digital forensics?
Well, digital forensics is really a branch of computer science that focuses on the development of evidence that pertains to digital files or digital records. Examples might be a computer file that relates to a legal case, maybe a spreadsheet, or it could be email from the web, a webmail account like Gmail, or it could be text messages from a mobile phone, that kind of evidence.
Okay. Well, why don't you tell us about Carney Forensics and how this all connects?
Well, Carney Forensics was founded in order to find evidence for attorneys, for private investigators, for in-house counsel. The difficult to find evidence that may reside on a smartphone, or it may reside in a Gmail account, or it could be in a voice messaging system, or it could be deep in the bowels of a computer somewhere, a spreadsheet that might be relevant to a case. We find that information. We can help authenticate it, and we can even testify about it in court as an expert.
And so our blog, the blog I post to, alwaysfamilycenter.com, focuses on family law. Is this, I know it's sort of a leading question here, but obviously this has uses in family law in Minnesota, right?
Oh, yes, indeed. It can be very relevant in divorce matters or custody cases where key digital evidence needs to be brought forward to help the trier of fact make a decision, or an attorney to effectively advocate for their client. It can also be very useful in orders for protection or harassment restraining orders, where the digital evidence that proves that abusive behavior took place we can find it and we can help bring it to light in a courtroom setting so that a family law attorney can be much more effective in representing their client.
What do people watching this video, what do you want them to take away from this in terms of Carney Forensics and sort of the basic information about that? What would a person who is watching this need to know?
Well, the most important thing that I cover, especially when I teach CLEs on this topic of digital forensics, is awareness. To think more broadly about where digital evidence that may be very relevant to your case, where it may reside. It may not just be in that filing cabinet, but rather it might be on a personal computer, it might be in a mobile phone or in a smartphone, like a BlackBerry or an iPhone or even an Android phone, or it could be somewhere else in a webmail account like Gmail or Yahoo. It could be many other places, and we can help attorneys effectively find and then data mine this material, bring it forward, authenticate it, and then use it within a court setting to advocate for clients. So thinking more broadly about where this evidence might be.
And your Carney Forensics works mostly with directly with clients, that is people who are parties to a case, or more with attorneys, or who's the typical person who contacts you?
I'm usually contacted by a law firm or an attorney, sometimes a private investigator. So we partner very closely with legal teams to help them be more effective in developing an evidence strategy and then actually data mining that evidence from digital sources. We very rarely actually work with the party to the case.
But let's say an attorney or a client who wants to direct their attorney to your contact information, where would they look?
Well, Carney Forensics is on the web at www.carneyforensics.com, and we find a great number of attorneys, investigators, and even direct clients that way. We also can be found in St. Paul at our business number 651-695-1757, and of course we have Twitter accounts and LinkedIn accounts, and other forms of social media.
Well, thank you. Thanks a lot, John.
I appreciate it, Carl.
So this has been John Carney of Carney Forensics, and you can reach him at the information he just stated. And my name is Carl Arnold of Arnold Law and Mediation in Northfield, Minnesota.